Morning to all. Today I am going to explain the chapter name is that is simple machine from the physics chapter simple machine. Let me discuss what is machine, what is the function of machine, and what is simple machine, what are the main purpose of using machine. These are the terms I will discuss today. Machine, simple machine in general terms of a simple machine. What are the purpose of a simple machine? Types of simple machine, lever, principle of lever, types of lever, class 1 lever, class 2 lever, class 3 lever, inclined plane, wedge, pulley, simple fixed pulley, single movable pulley, wheel and axle, maintenance of a machine. Okay, these are the terms we have to discuss today. Just go to through. See, machine is a device. Machine is a device which overcomes a large hindrance, means resistance, by applying the force in a convenient direction. Like in case of pulley, the effort is along the direction of force of gravity. It helps us to do the work easily. Nowadays, we cannot think of our existence without machine. This machine is everywhere essential for doing the easier work. Okay, let me discuss more. The general terms of a simple machine. The following terms are frequently used in the study of a simple machine. First one is effort. It is the force applied to the machine, that is called effort. Load. It is the force overcome by the machine. Fulcrum. It is a fixed point about which the machine can turn while doing work. Next is mechanical advantage. It is measured as the ratio of the load to the effort, means mechanical advantage formula is load by effort. Next is input. It is the work done on the machine, such as the energy supplied to the machine, that is called input. Output means it is the useful work done by the machine, means the energy imparted by the machine, that is called output. Input means you have to supply, output is what you are getting. Next is efficiency of a machine. How to find out efficiency of a machine? No machine is an ideal machine. Some part of the input is lost to overcome the friction or for moving the part of the machine. The ratio of the work done by the machine, means work output, to the work done on the machine, that is work input, is called the efficiency of the machine. Means efficiency is equal to work output, the result, and what is supplied effort, that is work input. Efficiency is equal to work output by work input. There are the terms, there are 7 terms related to simple machine. First one is effort, load, fulcrum, mechanical advantage, that is load by effort, input, output, efficiency of a machine. Okay, let me discuss about what are the main purpose of using machine. See, what are the main purpose of using machine? Machines are used for the following purposes. To overcome, first one is to overcome a heavy load by applying a small effort. For example, a jack is used to lift a car. The second one is to transfer the effort at a convenient point. For example, in a bicycle, effort is applied on the pedal and that is transferred to the wheel. Third one, to apply the force in a desired direction. For example, in a single fixed pulley, effort is applied in the downward direction. Next point is to gain in speed. For example, instead of walking, we use a bicycle. It will take less time to reach a place. That is to gain in speed. Next come to the different types of simple machine. What are the different types of simple machine? There are different types of simple machine. Number 1, lever. Number 2, inclined plane. Number 3, wedge. Number 4, pulley. Number 5, wheel and axle. Then what is the main function of simple machine? Simple machine are the device that make it easier to do work against a force. The first point is lever. Lever. What is lever? Lever is a simple machine, no doubt. Lever is a simple machine. It is long bar which moves around a fixed point. The fixed point is called fulcrum. The object which is to be moved or lifted is called the load or resistance. The force applied is called effort, and the distance of the fulcrum from the point at which load acts is called its load arm. Similarly, the distance of the fulcrum from the point at which the effort acts is called the effort arm. One is load arm and this effort arm. A lever is a straight or bent bar capable of rotating in any direction about a fixed point. This is the diagram given. Load to fulcrum is load arm. Effort to load fulcrum is called effort arm. Now, what is the principle behind lever? The principle of lever states that load into load arm should be equal to effort into effort arm. This is the principle behind a lever. You have to memorize this one for your numerical. Next is see, we know that mechanical advantage formula is what? Load by effort. Mechanical advantage is load by effort. The load means effort arm by load arm. Effort arm by load arm. Thus, greater the length of effort arm as compared to load arm, more will be the mechanical advantage, such as less effort will be required to move the load. Let us go some numerical part. Tarun uses a force of 85 kg weight at a distance of 500 cm from the fulcrum of a cow bar to lift the log of wood placed 50 cm away from the fulcrum. So, what is the weight of the log and what is its mechanical advantages? So, first what is given here? Effort given 85 kg. Effort arm how much given? 500 centimeter. Load arm also given 50 centimeter. Load you have to find out. According to the law of lever, load into load arm equal to effort into effort arm. Load you have to find out. The effort into effort arm by load arm. Just put the value. These are 2 centimeter. Do we cancel 50, 10, then 850 kg. Weight of the log should be 850 kg. And as for the mechanical advantage formula, load by effort. The load is what? 850 by 85. It will be 10. The mechanical advantage is 10. Next, I am going to different types of lever. There are 3 different types levers depending upon the relative position of fulcrum, load and effort. Class 1 lever, class 2 lever and class 3 lever. Let me discuss one by one which example. Class 1 lever. In this class of lever, the fulcrum lies in between load and effort. See, the fulcrum is present in between load and effort. This one is class 1 lever. For example, a beam balance, a seesaw, a pair of scissors and pillars are the common example of class 1 lever. Next come to class 2 lever. In case of class 2 lever, the load lies between fulcrum and the effort. See, this is the fulcrum here, load is here and effort is here. For example, a nut cracker, a bottle opener and a wheelbarrow are the example of class 2 lever. Here load is in between fulcrum and effort. Load middle. These are figures you have to mention. Class 3 lever. In this class of lever, the effort lies between the fulcrum and the load. We have to memorize this one. The effort is in between fulcrum and load. Okay. Next. The example of fulcrum, example of class 3 lever, that is kitchen tongs, forceps, sugar tongs, and human furnace, and the example of class 3 lever. Okay. Next, we are going to inclined plane. First of all, see what is inclined plane. An inclined plane is a sloping surface used to lift a heavy object with a small effort. Okay. This screw is another application of inclined plane. A screw is an inclined plane wound around a rod. A screw looks like a nail with a groover cut around it. The tip of a screw is narrow and pointed, and as we move away from the tip, the thickness of the screw increases till we reach the head of the screw, which is flat. The head that has narrow slit in it, which is used to turn the screw. This is all about the one example of inclined plane. Another you have seen, I think, a road going uphill, ramps in hospital and mall are the example of inclined plane. An inclined plane makes the loading of heavy object quite easy. Okay, next. Next is wedge. A wedge is also an example of inclined plane. A wedge is a simple machine that has two or more inclined surfaces joined together to form a sharp or a pointed edge. The wedge of a knife razor blade is made of two to form a sharp or a pointed edge. The wedge of a knife and a razor blade is made of two inclined planes put together. Wedge work on the principle of reducing the surface area so that minimum force is required to produce the maximum pressure. Wedges are generally used to split or pierce materials. Knife, axe, iron nail, pin and sewing needle are the example of wedges. Okay, this is all about the definition and with example of wedges. Next I am going to discuss something more. Next is maintenance of a machine. How to maintain a machine. We use a variety of machine which makes our work easier. In a machine is used for a long time, there is wear and tear in it due to friction. For this reason, it requires maintenance. The following steps should be taken for proper care of machine. To avoid wear and tear and unwanted sound in a machine, proper lubricant like grease, oil, extra should be used periodically. To avoid rusting, the parts of the machine should be painted. To protect it from dust and moisture, the machine should be properly covered when it is not used. A machine should be regularly cleaned and checked off for any deficiency. Okay, these are the maintenance of a machine. Okay, thank you for today's class. Next, I'll do more.